In the Northern Hemisphere, it's spring. It's definitely feeling like spring in Nantes. In this video, I'll show you 2 related apps that you can download that'll help you get to know the natural environment better in your city, whether it's in a park, a yard, or in front of your apartment building. Perfect for the beginning of spring. This is A Curious Wonderful Nature, the channel that helps city dwellers connect to nature through foraging, citizen science, folklore, myths, storytelling, and nature-oriented news items. I'm your host, Quin. Welcome. So this video is going to be a little different. I'm outside, as you can tell, and this is going to be put together in a few parts. The first part is going to be about 2 tools, and I'm going to focus on one primarily, which is Seek. And the second video will focus on the other tool, which is iNaturalist. So here we go with that first, talking about both of those tools because they are related. The 2 apps I'm going to demonstrate are Seek and iNaturalist. iNaturalist started as a master's final project of 3 students at UC Berkeley in 2008. In 2023, iNaturalist became an independent nonprofit organization. The iNaturalist app helps you identify the plants and animals all around you while collecting data for science and conservation. It's a great way to engage in citizen science. You can use it to record your own observations or to access the observations of other iNaturalist users. You can get help with your identifications, or you can collaborate with others on specific projects. We'll talk more about iNaturalist in the next video. The second tool, which was also created by the iNaturalist organization, is called Seek. Seek is an app that uses image recognition technology to identify the plants and animals all around you by accessing the millions of observations on iNaturalist. All you need to do is to scan the environment with the Seek camera in the app to identify the plant, fungus, or animal you're interested in. Once it's been identified, the species will be added to your observations. Additionally, you'll have the opportunity to learn more about it in the process. Created to make it easier for the curious to learn more about nature, Seek is best used in uncultivated areas like the wilder areas of a park, the woods, the beaches, or on the unplanned plants, also known as weeds, in your yard, or the wild, abandoned lots in the city. This is the reason why I wanted to show you Seek first. I love Seek, and you can just go out and start using it immediately. It's a great first step in studying a plant and the animal life around you. So let's get to it. First, we'll need to download Seek. You'll type in Seek in the search bar, or you can use the links I've provided below. This is the correct app. Click on this to download. When you download, you'll probably be given a page that gives you the option to fill in your information or not to fill in your information. Once you make the decision, you'll land on a page like this. At the top, you'll see species nearby, meaning the plants, animals, and fungi in your area. Below this is the city that you're currently located in. The next line allows you to see all types of species. You can click on the lines to the left of all species. You can select plants, amphibians, fungi, fish, reptiles, arachnids, birds, insects, mollusks, and mammals. I'm just going to keep it on all species. You'll see a row of different plants, animals, and fungi in your area, and you can slide to the left to see the species that are around. And if you're interested in one, you can click on it, and it will take you to the entry about that species. As you can see, that info comes from Wikipedia. When you want to go back to the main screen, hit the arrow at the top left. Now we're going to find a plant to look up. The first plant will be one that you probably have seen in abandoned lots or even some parks and just thought of it as another weed. Let's find out what it is. We'll go to Seek, and we're going to tap on the green and white camera that is at the bottom center of the screen. This is the Seek camera. The next thing you're going to do is to get as close to the plant as possible that you want to identify. The words at the green and white at the top are part of the major science classification. The word in white underneath is the category of that classification. You don't need to know too much about that right now. Just know that we are trying to get to species. That is the most specific classification. Notice that the instruction is to try to get different angles until you get to species. So try to get the sides or underneath the plant as well. You are ready to take a photo when the white button at the bottom center of the screen turns green. That means it's a successful identification. This will happen when you get to the most specific classification of the plant. It's species. That didn't take long. The great stinging nettle. There's a button that says Post to iNaturalist, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Click View Species, and it provides me with a little more information. I learned that it's native to the area that I am because plants can be either native to the area or introduced to the area. I also learned that the Latin name of the plant is Urtica dioica, and I also see the other common names for this plant. I find out the range of the plant, where it's been observed by iNaturalist users. And as you'll see, it's been spotted in North and South America as well as in Europe. If you really want to get nerdy, you can look at the full classification or the taxonomy of the plant. From kingdom, the most general, the largest category, to species, the most specific. And you'll see that in both the Latin and English names. Now, if you're a Spanish user, for instance, you would see the Latin and the Spanish names. So if someone is not an English speaker, they would see the names in their language as well as in Latin. The listing also provides the iNaturalist observations from around my area, as well as the total worldwide observations of this plant. The graph below displays the plant's seasonality, or when you will find this plant the most. Looks like the great stinging nettle is just getting started. To get back home, hit the arrow at the top left. To find all of your observations, go to the hamburger menu at the bottom left of the screen. You'll see 7 options including My Observations, the 4th option down on the list. Select this one. Here you will have all of your observations. There's the great stinging nettle we just looked at. Seek is a gamified app, meaning that it encourages you to make observations by giving badges. Badges are located under Achievements. To get to Achievements, click the hamburger menu at the bottom left of the screen and choose the second option, Achievements. You'll see that I have earned several, but I didn't earn all of the species badges. You get a badge when you make an observation of the type of organism like plants, birds, or reptiles. There are 3 badges for each species: bronze, silver, and gold. Your badge color is determined by the amount of observations you've made with each species. For instance, I've only made 1 reptile observation, so I have a bronze badge, but I've made over 15 fungi observations, so I have a gold badge. Notice that when you've achieved a gold badge, the badge is multicolored with a gold outline. I haven't captured any mollusk or amphibian observations, so I don't have any badges here. Also, you get badges for the total amount of observations you've made. It looks like I achieved the max level on Seek, and I'm an adventurer. Woohoo! See how this can appeal to young nature lovers? Below the species are challenge badges. Each month, Seek will put out a challenge for users to participate in. Let's go to the hamburger menu that's on the left and take the third option, Challenges, and we'll take a look at this month's challenge. As you'll see, Seek is looking for different organisms from certain categories. You'll see the name of the category in both Latin and, in parentheses, English. Well, that's it for our overview of iNaturalist and demo of Seek. Next time we'll review iNaturalist. If you want to learn more about iNaturalist and Seek, as well as download the apps, I've left links in the description below. Let me know what you think and if you'd be interested in participating in any challenges. Thanks for tuning in to A Curious Wonderful Nature. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Be curious, stay wondering, and bye for now.